All right, guys. So apparently, LeBron James is blasting the massage parlor shooter, the white guy who went and killed, I think, 8 people. And here are my thoughts on it. You're probably gonna think that I'm gonna say some good words about LeBron James for vocalizing uh, his uh, his how should I call it? His criticism of this white guy, his denouncement of this white guy. So let's talk about this. All right, I'm not gonna give LeBron James a hand because he denounces this shooting. Reason being is that the whole entire issue, um, as of the last month, has been anti-Asian assaults, and murders done by black people. And LeBron James did not come out and say a single thing about it. I don't think there's been a single major black celebrity who have come out and denounced any of it, or even tried to uh, put out some kind of word on the matter. And I'm talking about civil rights organizations, NAACP. Uh, if Jesse Jackson's organization is still around, I haven't heard a single thing that has been put out by the mainstream media that denounces any of that stuff, and that actually includes the Jewish organizations, Jewish celebrities, movie stars, actors, etc., etc. The only people who have actually, as far as I can tell, have come out and said anything against this are Asian American celebrities. But I am not going to give LeBron James a pass on this, as far as him, throwing it out there that he called the guy a coward ass, a coward ass. No, probably shouldn't have said ass because of YouTube censor, but a coward, a young man, and he offered support to the Asian American community. Goes out to the families of the victim, the entire Asian American community. Um, so apparently, LeBron James is selective in who he criticizes and denounces, etc., etc., because he could have put a word out there to denounce all the black crimes against all the black assaults. I think there was all the black assaults and murders. There was a couple people that got killed as a result of that, and the guy didn't go out at all and put a word out there for any of the assaults that occur, for any of the hate crimes that occur, for any of the murders. And some of these older Asian Americans, I believe there was at least 2 or 3 that were actually killed in the process of these assaults, and he did not say a single word of denouncement against it, which I think it's just cowardly of him and hypocritical of him, because uh, as far as I can tell, with the Asian American community, I don't, with any community, with any community, whether it be white, Latino, Americans, Muslim Americans, etc., etc., none of that stuff would be tolerated. None of that stuff would be tolerated. Nobody's gonna go on YouTube and give some praise, or at least offer some excuses as to why these people do these things. Nobody else would do that except for the black community. Apparently, there are people on YouTube who are actually at least excusing these assailants, excusing these assaults in one way or another, if not promoting these assaults, which is heinous, heinous. A lot of the times, if these situations, these assaults were to happen, it would be situations like this white guy, or situations where it's a loner person who does, an isolated case is what I'm trying to say, or they're just absolutely insane or crazy. But in a lot of these situations with these assaults from black people towards the Asian American community, a lot of these situations with these assaults from blacks towards all the crimes that I've seen have pretty much been out of just racial hatred, or race-based, and a lot of these black celebrities, black communities are not saying a single word for that. Now, I know a lot of you are probably gonna bring up, probably any kind of racial stories happening in China or Asia. Look, this is an American issue, okay? This has nothing to do with China, okay? Stuff that happens in America, all right? Asian Americans are Americans, Latino Americans are Americans, Muslim Americans are Americans. We're all American. Every person who is a citizen of this country, or who any incident exists or in this country, happens in this country, happens on American soil, okay? If you guys were gonna do that and go, well, they could do this because these people in this other country can do that. Well, anybody could say the same thing about, what's happening, the racism in Africa. I'm sure there's racism in Africa from black races. I mean, they kicked all the white people out. Well, that's a huge, that's another story, because they actually brought them back in, the whole apartheid thing. But regardless of that, okay, I guess we could just go down an absolute huge hole with that, as far as that's concerned. But I'm sure they kicked out South Asians who were, citizens of that of African countries. I'm sure they've committed racism. But my point is, Americans are Americans, whether they be Asian, European Americans, Latino Americans, etc., etc. There's no reason for anybody to pick out stories from outside of this country that has nothing to do with the politics of this country to promote, to excuse any of this. But I'm actually going off topic right now. But back to LeBron James. LeBron James, you and all these black celebrities should have stepped up and denounced all these hate crimes that have been committed by people of your race. And that's a fact, because if this was happening if Asian Americans were attacking some other group, it would not be tolerated. If Muslim Americans were attacking some other groups, it would not be tolerated. But they wouldn't be on the same level as black people have been. All right. So LeBron James, like all these celebrities, whether they be entertainment celebrities, sports celebrities, all these celebrities are essentially selectively racist. I mean, there may be a few of them that aren't, but they're few. There are a few of them that aren't. I might put up a couple of videos on them, but the truth is, a lot of black celebrities are selectively racist. A lot of Jewish celebrities are selectively racist. It's just wrong. Okay, all right. If you guys want to denounce negative behavior, crimes in society, you should denounce them all. Shouldn't denounce all of them, and not just the ones that benefit your race or your people. All right, it's just absolutely wrong on such an obvious level. Particularly what's happening with the trans community. I know you guys probably don't want to hear this, but let's be honest. A lot of these, I read every now and then. I'm on news forums and stuff like that. I read that some trans person is killed or assaulted, and most of the time, who's the people who are assaulting them? Black people, black dudes, who apparently have have something against or for trans people who they don't want to admit. But that's another story. Anyway, please leave your comment. Whatever you're thinking, leave your comment in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up. Appreciate all you guys out there who are watching the videos and stuff like that. All right, guys, take care.